Well, a little cover page of the 60 Kana. Also, a hint for the Dragon Cry movie. As Fairy Tail slowly is heading towards its climax. Oh, I have a little hard time accepting that. Alas, it must be what it must be. It has existed for a long time. Still, we cannot deny it has existed for a long time. So, although people just continue to bash it, at least I'm happy that it have been longer than Rave Master. And I hope I'll see another manga. But don't get me wrong, it hasn't ended yet. It's just in its last arc. Although, onwards to the chapter. Its Acnologia appeared the last chapter, full of menace. As he appears, Elsa recognizes his magic, although doesn't know who it is, and Wendy can only tremble in fear. But surprisingly, Acnologia doesn't pay them attention, at least not yet. Instead, he walks past them to the corpse of, or the dead body of Irene, and realizes that apparently that Irene was the one who gave the power of Dragon Slayer. And then it says something that I actually have a very hard time translating. I mean, it could mean many things, but that's just it. I cannot understand what exactly he means. He says, I mean, of course, when he says, "You are my mother," he means that metaphorically. After all, Irene says, "I'm the mother of all Dragon Slayer." So I understand that one. What I don't understand is, "My sin," he says, as he brutally destroys the dead body of Irene, as laughing madly. It's also worth noting that he somehow has gotten even more shadowly eyed, almost like he's become even more insane than ever. That's what I don't understand. My sin? I mean, is he implying that, he knows he's a being of destruction and he has caused so much despair in the continent. Is that saying, why is the sin? Because Irene created the Dragon Slayer, therefore she technically was the cause of creating the most powerful and dangerous creature alive? Is that why he's calling her my sin? Or is he implying something else? I mean, this is Acnologia we're talking about, a being of pure destruction and insanity. He has no empathy. He doesn't need empathy. So his words is just meant to be some sort of mocking, at least what I think. Still a little bit angry that who voiced him in the English dub. I would have preferred if they had the ones who would have voiced younger Tagoro from Yu Yu Hakusho to do that. But I know he doesn't work with them so much anymore. But now I got off the topic, I just want to say that. And then we see Natsu and Seraph trying to fight, although clearly Seraph has the upper hand. As he only can smile, says that Igneal's power has disappeared. It is also something I have a hard time translating what that means. I mean, when Natsu was revived, I could see he still had his Fire Dragon Slayer magic, but at the same time I began to wonder myself, shouldn't he have lost it? I think what Seraph means there is, of course, the gift power that Igneal got. The borrowed Flame Dragon King power. So now Natsu is just Natsu. But they both then sense the terrifying magic power, as Seraph just smiles and says, "Our time is up. This is the final time for humanity to die." Even August says that, and confirms that it is Acnologia that has appeared. He only laments the fact that the king had yet to absorb Fairy Heart. So, as Gildarts mock him by saying, "Are you giving up? Are you giving up?" He just says, August just counters, "Those are the wings of destruction which darkens the future of humanity." It is actually pretty ironic, though, the way he says it. It's of course he is of course telling the truth. Agnologia is the wings that will darken the future, so he will die. People have to accept that. Even if it becomes a bullshit way, even if it becomes a power of Nakama power, it will happen. So they have to accept that. But they won't. Either way, August says the king is working for the sake of the future of humanity. And that's the thing. We all know... I mean, August is also a guy metaphorically. But we all know that Seraph is not working for the sake of humanity. No, he wants humanity to die. But is it possible that that's what August goes for? I mean, he is the most loyal, except the Invel, of all the Springgan. So it could very well be that he means that humanity needs to learn to die if they want to have a new future. So Kana just says like, we don't care any of your bull. You have so many of our people have fallen, and we see some bodies that do not only consist of the Alvarez Empire. So they have lost many friends and laughed with people. So she once again summons the power of fairy glitter, which is, I mean, I knew she would have it, but still, she seems to summon it in the face of any danger. It is also worth noting that it seems that Kana have gotten a little bit more courage, because when Agnologia appeared again, she trembled in fear and despair. However, now she says, I won't flinch even if it's Agnologia or Seraph. If it's to protect our Timing Guild, I will fight against any disaster. So yeah, she has maybe gotten some more courage. And so she summons Fairy Glitter, and even though she causes huge destruction, it doesn't even scratch August, which by me is a mistake. He should have been scratched. Because if he's not being scratched, then people will not accept his defeat. And that's what I hate. I hate when people complain when they cannot accept that some people have to die in an illogical manner. So either way, but it could also be because of his runes. I mean, no, on the other hand, it couldn't. Brandish could... Wait. No, Brandish stabbed him before he got into that enchanted mode. So it could very well be that when he's in that enchanted mode, he is not as easily damaged. And then August says the same thing he said before. He asks, do you love your father? And of course, Kana denies that. I mean, the little tsundere moment. So he asks, Gildash, do you love your child? He claims that he is a man who have mastered all magic in the world, which, if you ask me, we have yet to see that. Although to see all the magic in the world is actually kind of dangerous. But it seems that the reason why August is so powerful is simply because he detached his emotions, which is also a little bit of a lie. He seemed to have shown Brandish kindness, and he had some honor. However, apparently, even though he has mastered all magic, he seems to imply he have also mastered the ways of emotions for different things. But he has never understood the love between a parent and a child, which may have to do with Lacrade, the child of Seraph. And so, for the first time, August, besides when he decided to annihilate everything, August shows a sadistic side as he asks Gildart, if your child were to die in front of your eyes, what will your emotions be like? As anger changes in Gildar's face. We have yet to see a battle. But I think he means that as August claims he has mastered all magic, he has most likely also mastered all kinds of emotions. He knows that the power of emotions can draw out the true potential of power. And Lacrade could draw out a very dangerous magic, even if he wasn't love. So he cannot understand a power with a love and a parent. So I think what he wants to know, he wants simply to know if you were to kill Kana, what kind of power will Gildarts awaken in his rage? Who knows, but strangely enough, we seems to get a little bit closer on a theory I had. I had a theory that Kana would awaken her true power, and then she would defeat August. Although, if she couldn't win with fairy glitter, who knows? But what is the true intentions between those mockingly words? Who knows? Although we do know that the next chapter, what is maybe called "Why His Majesty's Sons Couldn't Love." Wait, why His Highness's sons couldn't love? Oi. Huh? Either that is a mistranslation, or are you implying that August is also a Seraph child? We should take that with a grain of salt, but if that is the case, then that further explains why he doesn't understand the power of a lover and a child. I mean, of a father and a parent and a child. Never mind that. You give me your thoughts if you have any.